Hello, and welcome back once again to Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. We're here, as always, in Gilgamesh's Tavern, and we're getting ready to go down to the 8th floor today. We're getting close to the end. We won't get there this weekend, but perhaps next weekend we can finish off the evil wizard Werdna, deliver his evil amulet back to King Trevor, who is also evil, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know. Help him foolishly pursue his totally unrealistic goals of world conquest. I guess that's what we're doing. It doesn't matter. We're just in this for the money and perhaps the thrill. Our band of teenagers plus their adult friend Burgo. We're just, we don't have better prospects in this crumbling state of Lingmalin. It's this, or we work ourselves to death on the family farms. Maybe not even that. Maybe we got kicked off the family farms for being scurrilous or whatever. That seems like what probably happened. We wound up on the streets in the capital, and the king's guards just grabbed us and said, "Hey, you can either go explore the maze, or you can leave, starve in a ditch somewhere. We don't care." That seems about right for wizardry, right? Sure. Anyway, 8th floor. Last time we got through the 7th floor, obviously. Zeph finally got the stats he needed to become a lord, so that's fun. We got a lord, we got a samurai. We don't have a ninja yet. We have not found one of those knives that lets you become a ninja, and it seems unlikely that Rorone or anyone else is going to get the stats needed, naturally, for that. I'm sure we'll find a knife eventually. So, for now, I guess we'll take the elevator first, explore around that for a bit. And we'll take the stairs later. Here's some rogues, just some other adventurers. They decided to jump us here in the maze, in the dark zone. They were probably hoping to steal our money and equipment to give themselves a bit of a leg up. Naturally, we run into some dragonflies, and they're just roasting us before we can even get to the second elevator. The damage isn't too bad. Fancy. I mean, the damage is a little bad. I guess it's fine. Yeah, elevator's in the usual spot. I mean, the elevator always is. But it's actually closed in this time, which is a bit of a change from previous floors. Immediately a dark zone. Which, okay. Right, wall in front of us here. turn this way. Mm-hmm. Alright, walls to the north and south. Oh. Okay, wall there. Does let me go north. Okay, yeah. That's a wall. It's open. Also open. That's a wall. And so is that. And so is that. Okay, and so is that. Okay. That should be a wall. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright, that puts us here. What are we fighting in here? Wyverns, huh? Alright, that went fine. Zeth is already ready to level up. Makes sense. What square am I on here? Okay, that one. Yep, I've mapped it correctly so far. Sure, friendly earth giants. Have a nice day. And I stepped forward again. Okay. Okay. Ooh, not a dark zone. Alright. Yeah. I mean, I could see this wall from the other side. This is open still. Mm-hmm. You know, I kind of enjoy mapping the dark zones, just step by step like this. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah. Oh, that's an ouch too. That's the end of that path. Let's see. Not entirely sure who on my team has been silenced at this point. The drawback of just kind of clicking through everything very quickly. It's fine. It should be this square now. Or not. Okay, I overshot it by one. Alright, well, now I'm in that square. Ouch, 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 yeah. As you'd expect. Let me say they're not much of a threat, but they do put out some respectable damage. Alright, that's fine for now. Okay, so now I should just be north of the elevator. Oh, and that's blocked as well. Alright, that's a nice little dark zone. Yep. Okay, let's go and level up Zeph, since we're here anyway. More likely to be able to actually hit things and like get multiple attacks once he levels up a bit. Okay, stats. Gain strength, gain IQ, lose vitality, gain luck. You got spells now. Lost luck. Unfortunate. Okay, everyone's maxed. Yep. What spells do you have? You have Kalki. And only Kalki. Actually, what are your stats like now? They're terrible. They're so bad. No, I was thinking about it. Between streams, and the whole some enemies can drain your level thing might actually be useful. Because especially with these people who have changed classes and their stats are now just absolute trash, it lets them get easier level ups again. Because you don't lose stats when you get level drained. You lose the level, and you know, like the explicit benefits you get from the level, like extra attacks, bonus to hit, whatever. But you don't lose your stat points. He's 21 now. He was 14. He was 14 years old. He's 21. We have not passed however many years in game that is. So he must have gotten aged magically by something or other. Maybe changing classes ages you? It doesn't age everyone else. Everyone else stays the same age. Elf is 20 as well. I'm pretty sure she used to be younger too. Dying age you? I don't think it's that, because Rorone or Popolog or Mint would be older. I don't know, something ages you. Possibly a few things age you. You know, like resting at the inn for a week ages you, obviously. By a week. Doesn't age everyone else, just you. But again, Rorone would be much older if that were the big thing. So maybe it's changing classes. You go off and you train for like 5 years to be the new class, and everyone else stays the same age. Sure, maybe. I don't know. The game is kind of a mystery in some ways. Might as well. But yeah, like I was saying, maybe there's a certain benefit to getting level drained. because the higher levels just take forever. Once you get to like level 12, 13, it's real hard to gain more levels. Hmm. Well, let's keep exploring from the elevator for now. Life stealers, sure. Okay, no one died. They did do some respectable damage, but no one died. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Another dark zone. Gaze hounds. I never did really find out what gaze hounds can do. They mostly seem to run away. Ow. Found some armor. It's chainmail. Okay. Sure. Alright, so just into more dark zones either way. Why not? A short one. there's another one also. Alright, yeah, it's on the other side of this wall. That's it. Just ends here. Okay. Let's just double check that, make sure I didn't get teleported anywhere. Nope, that's what it looks like. Alright. Okay. Sure. Yeah, excuse me. Oh, yeah, it's a secret door. I see. Where am I? I got turned around. Mm-hmm. Master Thieves, nice and easy. Some sticks, okay. Popolog took a bunch of damage from something. Was it that crossbow trap? Must have been. Single troll. Armor and a sword. Nice. I got teleported or spun here. Teleported. There's the stairs. Okay. That's a closet. And there's a teleporter in it, which puts you, what is that? 8, 11? Here. Here. Now the thing about going up the stairs from here is that it's not terribly useful. It would put me here. And there is no way to get out of here. There's no way from this section of the pyramid back out into the sections that I can get out of. At least not as far as I was able to find. Like, this is a dead end. There were no secret doors or anything that I could spot. Nothing. It was just, hey, here's the stairs down. Enjoy. So there must be some way to get back to the elevator from here. Another teleporter. A secret door. A one-way door, that would be. A one-way door or wall. Hopefully I can find it before I die. It's a little concerning. Okay, well. Let's go up here. Yep. I need to refill that. I died without being able to do much of anything after having... Is this also a teleporter, or is this one-way walls and doors and stuff? It kind of looks like a teleporter. Feeling like this might be a sort of a teleporter nexus. Excuse me. And like all of these are teleporters that lead to different spots. Alright, Let's try this one. Now I'm back in the same spot, apparently. No, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm in the corner here. Okay, so that's there. Here's teleporter B. Okay. Okay. And many sticks. Dark zone again. I mean, it's definitely a waste to just keep casting Lomilwa all the time. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, I guess that's fine. Overlords are a bit of a problem. Okay, thankfully the Overlords did not obliterate us with spells. Alright. And nothing in there either. That ends there. Alright. Take care of the priests first. Everyone's still okay? Yeah, more or less. Oh, it's increasingly less. Okay. They are beating up Rona kinda badly. Okay, we won. Oh, inventory's full. Sort of swishes is cursed. Not much good. The Mace of Power is an upgrade for Mint, so I might as well equip it. Okay. Should be more aggressive about using my mass damage spells just so that people take less damage while fighting. Yep. Still on track as far as mapping goes, as far as I can tell. Okay. Okay. I think that was to the south here. And that's this wall. Uh-huh. Friendly chimeras can feel free to do whatever it is they normally do down here. Surprised some Overlords. Teleported. Okay, so that puts me back in the central room. And I did not fully explore that earlier area. There was a passageway that I didn't take. But, okay. So, teleport to here. We'll call this A from here. We'll call this B, C, D, and E. So we'll call this 1F. I still need to find my way back toward the elevator so that I can get back to town. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. So I went here, through all of this, into there. I guess I'll go back into B and go this way in the hopes that it'll, I don't know, like maybe there's a secret door, like a one-way door into this so that I can get out. I feel like there might be a way into here, whether it's a teleporter or a one-way door. I don't know. I feel like this room here, this little closet here, is my best chance of getting out. It's all solid. Okay, it's a passageway to the south as well. That's solid. You know, I'm very glad that the encounters on this floor have been relatively tame because of the whole oops, I can't get back thing. I saw a door here. That's one of the weird things in this, is that sometimes you can see the doors and sometimes you can't when you don't have the Milwa up. They just sort of flash in and out. I can see that. That's fine. Yeah, I saw it. Single life stealer should be fine. It was less than fine. Alright, and even if there is a hidden door to here, would I even want to bother taking it? Alright, that's like this whole branch filled in. It's like in quadrants too, isn't it? Yeah. One dark square in the middle. I wonder if there's a spinner on this tile as well. Let me check and see if I got turned. No, I didn't. Solid wall? But I was hoping might lead into that little closet there. Well, that's a little unfortunate. No, no teleporter there either. Or there. Okay, well, I think I've explored this entire quadrant. Yeah, it's all filled in as far as I can see. And no way back to the elevator from here. Am I sure there's no way out of it? Out of this? Can I take the stairs up and somehow get out? I really need the teleport spell. That would make this a lot easier. Let me just check something here. No, I'm pretty sure there's no way out from that pyramid floor. Dear, dear, dear. Well, I'm gonna have to just start running from every encounter. Let me in, please. The thieves will fight. Yeah, no, there's nothing else in this section. I just have to move on to the next quadrant, I guess. And hopefully it will have a way out. Uh, I mean, it's gonna look like that. Well, now there are 4 teleporters here, right? 4 teleporters, 4 quadrants. One of these teleporters must lead into this, right? Yes. Okay. That makes sense. That actually makes sense now that I'm thinking about it. I don't need to find a way back to here, I just need to figure out which one of these leads back into this. So this one led here, this one leads here, so it's not really corresponding to anything. What are we at? We're at 5 and 14. Yeah. So C, not V, C. Facing north right now, right? Yeah. Good thing this isn't Dungeon Master where running into the walls hurts you. Teleported again? I did. Alright, so that, and there's another door here, so I guess you can also come into this from the other side. But it's also a teleporter that leads you to here. Alright, so we're calling this was F, so we'll call this G. And it's the same sort of area as this one here, where it's just like 4 dark blocks around it. Okay, I'm currently facing south. Thieves, no big deal. I'm finding lots of helms and swords. A single ninja. Mm-hmm. A friendly group of Murphy's ghosts. They're just a regular enemy now, apparently. They can leave. It's fine. I will have mercy on them. Try north. Yeah. Uh-huh. So this has to be a one-way door. So that's actually a two-way door. And this leads back over to here. All right, that's this section filled in. So you'd expect. And then that also has to be a one-way door, doesn't it? Well, thanks for that. So Elvis turned to stone now. That's a teleporter. That's the teleporter back to the central chamber. No, it's not. It's a teleporter to one of these rooms. You would trigger the stone trap, wouldn't you? Alright, let's step on it. Yeah, in one of these middle rooms. Different one, in fact. A new one. Oh, did I never step on that door? That tile? I guess not. Alright, well, this is here. We're on H. Facing east. Okay. Just make sure I didn't get teleported again. Okay. Okay, I did get teleported there, and now I believe I am back in the central room. Yes. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, it's me there. That teleporter was there. Still a fair bit to explore in that quadrant, but that's fine. Important thing to do now is to get back to town. So that was H, so this I guess is I. Alright. Now, I feel like this one might be this room here. No, it was not. Okay. Okay. I was hoping. I was hoping. I was wrong. I was disappointed once again. I was really hoping. Alright, so that's D. D leads to here. You know, it looked right. The destination matched. I think that should have been right. But I was tricked. I was bamboozled. All right. Dark zone, sure. Now, Am I in the same spot I was? Get rid of Dumapix. Oh. Oh. It's also an anti-magic zone. Oh, nice. How nice. Was this a teleporter? Did it teleport me somewhere? Who knows? I'm going to assume for now that it did not. Is it still... Is this whole quadrant anti-magic? Or is it the thing where I stepped into an anti-magic zone and I'm anti-magicked until I leave the floor now? I did see a thing saying that that was a known bug. But I'm not sure if it applies, only to that one anti-magic zone or to all anti-magic zones in this version of the game. Now, am I mapping correctly, or did I get teleported without knowing it because it was in a dark zone? For now, it still seems to line up. Uh-huh. Lines up with the quadrant borders here. Not deal with them while my party's half dead and one of them's turned to stone. Thank you very much. Just slowly spiraling inward here. fizzling here too. Just wanted to check that. Sure. Even if there is a secret door here, I wouldn't want to go through it, would I? Just set me back. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And yes, here's our teleporter out. It'll put me in this corner here. What are we on? J? Yeah. Alright, well, that was an awful one. Alright. So, yeah, there's the stairs. This is the only one I haven't been in. Does magic work again? Let me just check. Mint, you have Fizzle. Okay. Yeah, it's here. So, there, and it is this spot. E. I finally made it back. Alright. I'm still fizzling. Okay, so the anti-magic zone, it works the same way. I don't know exactly where it started. I was able to cast a spell here. I was not able to cast a spell here. So I don't think I tried anywhere up in here, but like, let's just paint this whole area green except for the spot I teleport into. Because essentially, yes, it's an anti-magic zone that covers this whole area. Maybe it doesn't cover this whole area. Maybe it's only one tile. Maybe it was like this. Maybe it was this. It doesn't really matter. I could come back and test it again, but I have no reason to come back to this quadrant. I only really need to go back to this quadrant to finish mapping it. Yeah. Yeah. What an awful place. What an awful floor. Nice of them to be friendly. Identify whatever you're carrying. Short sword, trash. Sturdy plate, trash. Treated leathers, nice. Yeah, treated leather's an upgrade for you. Brings him down to 2. Yep. Alright, stop being stone. Lost agility. That's a shame. New spell, gain strength, gain IQ, lost both piety and agility, gained luck. Just terrible luck on these stat increases. Look at how terrible this is. Alright. Sell that. Okay, let's heal up. Identify the rest of the stuff I picked up. Okay, everyone's good. Well, what do people need to level up now? 5,000. It's 115,000. 80,000. 80,000. 50,000. 163,000. Level 13 is like the minimum because that's when you can possibly learn the teleport spell. Yeah, okay. Blade of Biting, that's the short sword. And again. Alright, nothing good. I mean, I found another suit of treated leather. I did get a fair bit of XP. Alright, let's take the stairs down this time so I can finish mapping. Well, I already mapped, so I can get my Dumapic map finished of the 7th floor. Well, I still haven't killed a single one of the gas dragons, somehow. There goes one. This has not been a great attempt at getting past this room. Okay. Never mind. Wait, what did I do? There. You know, sometimes you try to go down, and there's just a room full of 2 gas dragons that for some reason your party just cannot deal with. And isn't that just the heart of Wizardry? Okay. Let's try that again. Alright, so I want to wander around the perimeter to fill in that. Fill in that one corner as well. It doesn't really matter. There's no real benefit to doing this, but it makes me feel better, personally. Yeah. Okay, that fills in most of that. Now, how do I get to there? Turn on light for now. You ass. It's frigging body. Frigging body. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Uh, why not? It's frigging bodied. I was casting Catino and everything. Doesn't matter. Come on now. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Surprised by attack dogs and swordsmen. And they kill two of my surviving party members because it's like the bishops and stuff in the front. Somehow I mostly survived the 8th floor, but the 7th and 4th floors are too much for me now. Of course he does. Well. Well. Okay. Why not? It's just one group of high priests, and that's all it took. They get a couple of bodies off, and they both work. And my party is just completely doomed. Alright. Let's try that again. Yeah, and I lost the map I had made because I had to restore. Okay. Alright, that fills in the perimeter there. Alright, let's try this again. Where am I? I am here. Okay, yeah. That's a pit. I don't want to stand on it because even at this level, people could still die in one hit from the pit. I'll leave that square unexplored. Let's try this. Not slain. A rod. Okay. That puts me there. That's another pit. Alright. Here's this hallway. Alright, and that's the whole outer perimeter done. High priests again. Elf is asleep. Okay. Survived. No one's too banged up. Chainmail. Hey, sort of slicing. Finally. An actual upgrade shield. Or not shield. Sword. Long sword. Large shield. Rod of iron I don't need. Finally. Alright. No. Which way am I going? I'm going this way. Nah, it's okay. I mean, yeah, actually, let's go back up before we go through the middle of the pyramid. Oh, I accidentally fought. And Zeph immediately turned evil. Immediately. One fight, one random encounter where I misclicked is all it took to turn a character from good to evil. Now I have to go fix his alignment before I go back into town, because I want to make sure that, you know, if I back up my save after having gotten a nice new sword, Zeph will no longer be able to party up with the rest of the party, because he's now evil. Because I attacked some spiders. I attacked some friendly spiders. Because I was button mashing too much. This game. Okay. Well, thankfully there is a relatively convenient place to fix your alignment. It's here. It's Murphy's Ghost. Murphy's Ghost? I accidentally fought again. And again, another person turned evil right away. Murphy's Ghost often appears as a friendly encounter. It's like a 5% chance when you get a friendly encounter to swap someone's alignment, and it just happened twice in a row. Now I'm stuck with 2 evil party members. This has been an extremely wizardry run. And like they don't just shift to neutral either. They go all the way from good to evil. I accidentally fought again. One of them is back to good. Don't fight! Stop fighting! That one was fine. Mince is still evil. There we go. Okay, he's good again. We let Murphy's ghost get away enough times that Mince turned back good. And so did Zeth. Alright, my party is no longer alignment locked. They do punish you just a little bit for button mashing. Well, lost strength, gained IQ, gained vitality, lost luck. He is having terrible stat point luck in his new life as a lord. I kind of hope he does get level drained a bunch so I get more chances to increase his ability points. Alright, let's see now. Finally get rid of one of those long swords. Let's see, sort of slicing. Is that the +1 or the +2 longsword? Slashing is +2. Slicing is +1. Okay. Got one. Down to the 7th to re-explore the interior of the pyramid and take the stairs down to the 8th. And then there's just a little bit of the 8th floor left to explore. I went the wrong way, but it's fine. All right. You know, that's a terrible encounter. This is a little better. It's still kind of a terrible encounter, though. Okay. I got my spells and attacks off first. All was fine. Thank you. Bit of damage. Not too bad. Let's see, who picked up that armor? Nothing else? No. Just sturdy plate. Alright. Unfortunate. All it really takes is two of those guys to go before I go, and that's like basically a party wipe, right? Oh, I stepped on the wrong tile last. That's fine. Mostly filled in. this is just all pit traps. They're level 5 priests, not high priests. My casters got silenced. At least when enemies silence you in battle, it doesn't last forever. Okay. Lots of friendly monsters. These guys might be friendly, but I surprised them, so we're not going to find out. Alright, and here's the stairs. Okay, not too bad. I didn't go through those doors. I'll do that later. And yeah, the big spots where all the pits are. Alright, that's fine though. That's fine for now. Okay, so for now, I want to go down this one. And I'm facing south. North. Okay. Just fighters. Everyone's fine. Huh. Okay, okay. That's fine. Tino them, La Halito them. It's left a couple. Not bad, not bad. We're a little banged up. It's also kind of out of healing. Just a little. You're fine. You have pre-spells now. What do you have? You do have Dios. What way am I facing? South. Uh-huh. It's a lot of level 8 priests. I wonder if I can suffocate them. Right? Some of them. Alright, just a little closet there. I wonder if there's another spot like this here and here, maybe? I believe there is a door here. I recall seeing one. Oh, I got teleported again. Huh. This corridor was not as long as I thought, or was longer than I thought it was. That was here. This was there. There was a teleporter in this square, I guess. Which led to here. Okay, okay. With J... We're on K. Yeah, there's definitely going to be another one in here. Yeah, maybe just like that. All right. Currently facing north. All right, one-way door into that. That's unfortunate. I should run. All right, and it actually pushed me back through a one-way door. That is one way. Single life stealer. All right. Okay, there's a door in front of me. I saw it. It's a hidden door. All right. That's a teleporter. All right, let's see. It's out of there, and it goes to, I don't know, probably this one. Nope. Back down to this one. That also leads to point K. Also, again, I missed stepping on one of the squares. Let's see. Right, I didn't go anywhere else from point H. All right. Okay, well, I don't need to go back to point K, so we can just go back up to point C. Yeah, okay. I see. Let's see. Night Stalkers and Ogre Lords. You know, maybe I will fight the Night Stalkers. Okay. We lived. Okay, no, the teleporter is here, not there. All right. It's north, go this way. Kind of low on health and healing at this point. I probably ought to just head back. Okay, that should put me at point H. Uh-huh. Okay, there was a one-way door there. Or maybe not even a one-way door. There was a door there. It's effectively a one-way door. That puts me back at point K. I should be facing south. Point H, I should be facing west. Yep. No way into it from that side either. All right. Let's see now. I takes me... Is that back to the middle? It is, yeah. Huh. Oh, I haven't actually gone into this one here yet. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. I was wondering, how do I get up into here? And, you know, there's also these two squares here that I haven't actually stepped on. And this square up here. Any of these could be the teleporter into this. But for now, I guess I want to go back to K. Do I? Yeah. Okay, and then from here... Where am I? I got turned around again. Okay. Should be facing south. Okay, that is a teleporter. And that has to lead to here, right? Yes. Alright, what are we on? We did J, we did K. On to L. Alright. Alright, that's here, that's here, is that a one-way door? Probably. Also a one-way door. I've been on the other side of that one. Alright. And we've got another one-way door out of here. And I could see this door from the other side of that, so it's not a one-way door, but it's just a door onto a teleporter. So, effectively a one-way door. Yeah. And then that teleporter there to K. Okay, that's all of this filled in. Go to K. Go to H. Go to point I. Point E. And back to the elevator. Okay, floor 8 is fully explored. No. Okay. Lost strength, lost agility, lost luck, gained 1 hit point. What a nice level up that was. And how just I got weaker. All his stats went down. I thought that the advanced classes were supposed to have better chances of gaining stats on level up. But no, obviously not. Friggin' hell. What are his stats? 9 strength, 14 IQ, 6 piety, 9 vitality, 6 agility, 8 luck. He's terrible. He's terrible. His stats were so good before. They were amazing. They were good enough for him to become a lord, and now they're just awful. The worst stats anyone has ever had. Ugh. Dear. I hope he does get level drained a bunch so he can level up again. Just put him back down to level 1. Inventory is full. Just alt crash. Still no extra set of first class plate either. Alright, heal up. I didn't rest my healer. There. Alright, what is it to level up now? Like 20,000 for Zeth, 90,000 for Burgo, 60,000 for Rorone, and she's still at level 11. 52,000 for Popolog, 20,000 for Mints, 137,000 for Alpha to hit 13. Well, let's see. Been nearly 3 hours already. I suppose I should at least get the 20,000 for Zeth and Mints. Look at how nice her stats are. Virgo, not terrible, not the worst. Zeth, kind of the worst. So awful. He's such an awful lord. You know, she just about qualifies to turn into a lord herself now. Maybe I should make her a lord and just let her have a go at it and turn Zeth into something else to maybe let him gain better stats? We'll see. I don't really want to do that this game. I might just live with the bad stats this game. His stats are mostly pretty great. You know, I've seen worse. I have worse. Alright, let's go and grind some XP. Now that I have largely filled in my map. What am I doing? Oh, I see. No, I got completely turned around. Alright, facing south. Okay, where did that sword wind up? Trash. Alright. Let's just kick down these doors until I level up. Or die horribly. One of those. Trolls are nice and easy. Such It's such a shame that when you change classes, they set you down to the minimum of every stat for that race. It doesn't remember how many bonus points you had or anything, so it's just, yeah, no, absolute minimum. And then you lose all of your stats every time you level up, instead of gaining anything. Ah, dear. I got really lucky getting Zeth to have enough stat points to actually hit Lord. It's a lot of enemies. A lot of weak enemies. Pathetic enemies. Enemies that need air to live. Well, one of the gaze hounds stuck around long enough for me to kill it. The rest all ran away. I suppose that's fine. Chimeras just want to chat. We're friends, we're buds with chimeras. Why wouldn't we be? These encounters are not giving very much XP, are they? Right, that went okay. Two archmages. Alright, not bad, not bad. How you doing? 14,000 left. I have not been getting much XP. Oops, I accidentally fought them. And Mince turned evil. All it takes. Mash the button a little bit too fast, and your entire party turns evil because you attacked a group of undead monsters that were just not hostile to you. just, oh yeah, these life stealers. How could you possibly attack them? They're friendly. They're not hostile. Can't attack them first. Right. Not even 1,000 XP for that many archmages. Okay, Mint is good again. Hmm. Unfortunate. They got those spells off before I did. Yeah, it's just run away. Just run away. The ambush round went okay, but then nope. They were quicker on the draw, and both of the surviving ones managed to cast their mass damage spells before I could take care of them. And they killed my entire party. And Burko got paralyzed in the surprise round by a rotting corpse in that one room on the way back from the elevator. Okay. Well, so much for grinding XP. I still have my Sword of Slicing. That's enough for today. I think I am wizardried out after that. Barely any XP from any of those encounters. And then just a group of 4 mages completely wrecked the team. Yeah, okay. Good enough. Next time, we'll head down to the 9th floor and explore that and see just how awful that is. But for now, thanks for watching. Stay safe, have fun, and Boy, what a game, huh? What a game. Goodbye.